Before you buy your first cryptos, you have to ask yourself, where do you want to store and manage your cryptos? To leave them on an exchange is not an option. In 2025 or 2026, I think we will see another big crypto exchange go down like FTX has. So please do yourself a favor and store your cryptos on a so-called hardware wallet. This is where your cryptos really belong to yourself and nobody else. I know there is a lot of hardware wallets out there, and it can be difficult to choose the right hardware wallet for you. In today's video, I will introduce you to the new Ledger Nano hardware wallet. I tested this hardware wallet over a few weeks for you before it is even released, and in this video, I will give you my honest opinion why I will definitely recommend for anybody to use this hardware wallet. So let's not lose time and dig right into it. Before we go deeper into the new Ledger Nano Generation 5 hardware wallet, we have to talk why you must use a hardware wallet. First and foremost, your private keys and your seed phrase is stored offline in the so-called hardware wallet. This protects online threats, for example, malware, phishing attacks, remote hacks. Even if your computer is compromised, your hardware wallet remains safe. Your hardware wallet is also a protection from phishing and keyloggers. Keyloggers can't record private key input because it's never typed on your computer. Transactions are confirmed on the device, so you have to do always a physical approval, otherwise you can't move your coins. And the best thing, because of the display on the new Nano model, you can see and check the addresses, the amounts, and then you can approve your transactions. This helps to prevent man-in-the-middle attacks or address swapping malware. I always recommend to not leave your cryptos on a centralized exchange, because these centralized exchanges can make new rules, can make new regulations, can go down, can go bankrupt, and your cryptos stick with them. So if you want to own your coins, really, you have to put them on these hardware wallets. You can nearly put all of those coins on the hardware wallet. You can see here Ledger even made their own landing page where you can see which coins you can put onto that hardware wallet. It is more than 1,000 sites. So if you're not sure, you can just look your coin up here, for example, Pepe, and you can see we can clearly put them on here. You can also connect your hardware wallets to your software wallets, for example, MetaMask, as you can see here, my Ledger is integrated, or also on Rebi, as you can see here, my Ledger is already integrated. So I can still make DeFi with my Ledger, just with the difference, I have to approve physically. So the signing happens on the device, so your funds always stay safe. These hardware wallets use a 24-word recovery phrase which keeps your assets safe. It is also a protection against human error. For example, if you're accidentally leaking your private keys, if you copy-paste the wrong address, or if you sign the wrong transactions, you can always double-check on your devices. So what makes the new Ledger different? It is simply the new form of the Nano S Plus, just with a bigger display. For example, if you compare those wallets with each other, this is the Nano, this is the Flex. Basically, the Nano has every function the Flex has, just no sounds, but in my opinion, I don't need no sounds. You can double check every transaction on the display. The price, in my opinion, is also very fair with $197. With my code you find down in the description, you even get a special offer. You will get $10 in BTC as a free reward to the purchase of your hardware wallet. As you can see, you can use it with every of those hardware wallets, and compared to the Flex, the Nano Generation 5 is the choice you should definitely think about. I always was and have been a big fan of the Ledger Nano S Plus. I've been using those wallets since 2016. I put my first Bitcoin onto those Ledger hardware wallets, and until today I have never had problems with those hardware wallets. So this is why I will definitely stick to Ledger hardware wallets. I have never had a problem with those, and I feel very safe with those wallets. As you can see here, I have different hardware wallets with huge amounts of crypto here. So I definitely trust those wallets and Ledger. So in my opinion, they are very, very safe. So I have tested every model from the new Ledger Nano Generation 5 until the Flex, or also the Ledger Stacks, or as I have already shown you, the Nano S Plus and the Nano X. I can really, and from the bottom of my heart, recommend you don't need the Flex or the Stacks. The Nano Generation 5 is the model you need, where you can put your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solanas, your XRP, whatever you have, you can put it on here and stick with it. What is really important is that when you get the wallet, you have to write down 24 words. These 24 words is your so-called seed phrase. You are not allowed to share those 24 words with anyone. So please don't take pictures, don't make screenshots, don't put them in password managers. Just write them down with pen and paper, and always keep them offline. So please never share this with anyone, not with a so-called support clerk or anyone. Just keep it offline. You should only use it when you want to recover your wallet, but otherwise never use it, never share it. Just keep it offline, somewhere in your safe, on a secure place, and this is how your cryptos are protected. So Ledger is the clear market leader with their hardware wallets. I will definitely recommend for you to check out that new hardware wallet. In my opinion, it is really cheap. An investment of $180 for your security is basically free. And before you buy any shit coins, please invest into a secure hardware wallet. You also get the Ledger recovery key with it. The Ledger recovery key is a little chip on which you can secure your seed phrase as well. So if you have to recover your wallet, you can just put the recovery key with it and then recover your wallet with it. So basically you can put your seed phrase on it. It is an offline NFC chip where you can save your information on. It is PIN protected, so nobody can access that information without that PIN. And I would recommend to use a different PIN to your hardware wallet and your recovery key. So if you have any questions to that, just let me know down in the comments. I'm always very happy to help. And if you want to support me and my channel, like and subscribe to the channel, order your hardware wallets with my link. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching. See you soon, guys.